Hey everyone, happy holidays. I thought I would share with you something I do or get involved with in the holidays, and it has to do with the wrapping paper. I go around these stores and I look for wrapping paper, and I never find what I like. I always think occasionally I'll find something, but usually you get like 2 sheets that are this big and it's really expensive and it's not that good. And it's like, I could make this so much better. When we buy all these things online and you want it to be personal. So I always end up making the wrapping paper. I just do it myself. And it looks so good. And it's actually a fun way. It's become like a tradition for me to be doing this. I used to be doing it like the night before. I wouldn't recommend that. Because it takes paint to dry. It takes a while to dry. This is not a time-consuming process unless you need to get it to dry quick. I do it over a matter of days. What I use is just my brown wrapping paper. I have a big roll of this in the studio, and I also have a white one. It's the 42-inch rolls, I think, butcher paper. And what I love about this is that once you start, it's really, really fun to do it. So I'm just going to do stripes. I'm going to go with the pink since I have it poured out already. You can see it's really fast. And I just use acrylic paint and different things. You can do just real simple things. It doesn't have to be like really detailed. Just to give it a kick, I'm going to come in with a dark. One thing that's fun to do is use crayons first. This is a great de-stressor for the holidays. People might like the wrapping paper more than the gift. Usually people keep it. They save it when I give them a gift. The part that takes the longest is the drawing, but if you're not in a rush, you can just leave it on the floor or on your table and then come back to the next day. If you know who the wrapping's for, you can put their letters or their names on it. Okay, I'm going to do one good one, classic, just the red dots. Or maybe I'll just do brush strokes of it. Let's see. I like to drag the brushes across, leaving some of the color of the paint of the background coming through. Just looks better. I like to keep these simple. They tend to look better when they're wrapped, when the gifts are wrapped, if it's just this simple. Anything that leverages your creativity, that keeps you in the flow, even when you're busy during the holidays. All right, so there you have it. A cool way to get into the holidays and make something really authentic and also really personal for those you love in this wrapping paper. Let me know in the comments, how you bring your creativity into the holidays and take the stress out, but keep it art-based, artful. We have a really cool podcast coming out this Wednesday. When Terry Froelich and I were down in Sayulita in Mexico teaching a workshop, we had this idea it was the end of the day and everyone had been painting all day, and we decided to have a Q&A like around what's hard about art making, and everyone came out to the pool and the sun was going down. It was really beautiful, and we lured them with a drink. If they spoke, they got a drink. No, anyone who came got a cocktail. Anyway, it was really lovely evening as the sun was going down. But we covered some great territory and some really cool questions were asked. And I think we all came up with some amazing answers. So check it out. It'll transport you and also hopefully be helpful. You can click on the link below to subscribe to the Art to Life podcast. For those of you also who are really learning color and want to learn more and get your art really great, the color in your art really great, we have a really cool free color tips PDF. You can go to colortipspdf.com and download that, or click on the link below. And it's really, really helpful. It's basically the information I use in the workshops. It's the blueprint to how I think about color and 5 aspects of color. So hope you're having a great weekend, and I will talk to you really soon. Thanks so much for being here. Hey everyone, if you found this helpful, I have a whole lot more to teach, share, and inspire you with every single week. So join the Art to Life YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button below. Okay, let's do this. Awesome.